What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Kalen Moss, aka the Minute Admin here, back again for another live video. And in this video, I wanted to talk about the 4-hour work week and something called the Monk Manual. Now, why do I want to talk about that? Because the purpose of this video is how to gain extreme focus in life. So, the key to gaining extreme focus that I have found is that you have to cut everything out that does not serve you. So I've talked about this the past couple of days, but what I wanted to get here today was just talking about how do you get more done, but actually in less time, and keep your energy as well as maintain a stress-free mind. So I was actually reading this book called The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferris. Highly recommend. And in the book, Tim Ferris talks about the art of deal making. So DEAL. So D is for basically designing your future. And then E is for eliminating distractions. A is for automating the things that you do. And L is for liberating yourself. So in the E part of deal making, it was elimination. And basically what Tim Ferris says is that you have to ruthlessly cut out the things that don't matter, the things that aren't moving the needle. And at first, when you first try this, you probably won't know what that is, but that is where the Monk Manual right here comes in. Now, in the Monk Manual, you get the ability to, I'm just going to go to one of the pages here, just one of the blank pages that I have. You have the ability to basically set your top 3 priorities here. And then you have your to-do list, and then you have the ability to talk about what you're grateful for, and things like that. Your highlights of the day when you were at your best. Now, on the right-hand side, this is where you're going to start to understand what you learned from the day over here. Now, when you do this, it might take you a few days. You might come back here. You might have to keep going through a lot of different days to start to finally understand what is it over here that you're doing after you've done your reflection that actually moves the needle. And then you get to the point where you have your top 3. And then the 4-hour work week, Tim Ferris says, you have your top 2 things that you do every single day. And when you do that, you start to understand the pattern that basically you have and the habits that you have that are pushing the needle forward and starting to give you actual real progress. Now, when you do that, you start to actually realize that the things you're doing are, some of the things that you're doing probably aren't moving the needle, and the things that you are doing are actually moving the needle. And you start to quickly identify those things. Now, what I wanted to talk about was how do you do that and how do you remain stress-free while doing that? So one of the things that's going to happen is that as you start to gain clarity and focus in the Monk Manual, you'll start to eliminate the additional things that you used to normally do that weren't serving you. And you'll have to write down what is it that you have to get done that day. What is your top 2 to 3 priorities for that day? And when you write those down and you don't have anything else to really focus on, you get those done. And then when you get those done, you start to feel more confidence in yourself. You start to actually believe you're the type of person to get things done. And then you get on that habit wheel, you get on that habit loop, and you start getting things done every single day. And then all of a sudden, you are accomplishing things and you're getting stuff done. So just definitely wanted to talk about these 2 books, or the book 4-Hour Work Week and then the Monk Manual, and how those 2 could really hyper growth your performance in everything that you're doing. So for me, I'll tell you how it worked for me. So basically, there was this one specific week, and I've been using the Monk Manual for a long time now, probably I would say about almost 2 years now. But there was one specific week that I was using the Monk Manual, and I had to basically get a certification. I had to get my Salesforce instructor certification. And I was like, okay, that I have concerts that I'm invited to. I have friends that want to go out. I have parties that people are inviting me to. I have my family hitting me up. I have so many different things that are pulling me in all different directions. And I said, you know what? I'm going to utilize the Monk Manual to the fullest. And I also added in what I was going to do in the Monk Manual to my Outlook calendar. And I'm telling you, the amount of focus that I had that week, I literally had 1 week to get as prepared as possible to be a Salesforce certified Salesforce administrator instructor, the ADX 201 instructor certification. And I had so much focus that week that I don't even know where I went. I went into another zone. But the only way I stayed on track was because I wrote down exactly what I needed to do. And every time I got distracted or every time somebody asked me to do something new, I just looked at exactly what I had to do for that day. And I said, if I can get that done, then I'm going to be able to knock out exactly what I need to do for the day. And if I do that, I'm going to get closer to my goals. So we got a chat here. What's up, Vince? Hey, I see you, man. Appreciate you joining this. You already know about this. I know that we've had multiple conversations about just productivity, focus. Let me know how your meditation challenge is going. I know you're doing that 30-day meditation challenge. Definitely wanted to get on here and just talk about how to gain that focus, gain that clarity. I know meditation is another one of those things that allows you to gain that clarity and focus and probably even that purpose in life. So would love to definitely do a video with you at some point, but hopefully somebody got something out of this. If you are interested in basically the books I've talked about here and the resources I've used to gain an intense amount of focus and clarity, it's called the Monk Manual. So if you can see that right here, the Monk Manual definitely allows you to prioritize your top things. Now, the one thing I wanted to talk about was everybody does a to-do list, right? So we've got that to-do list right there. And a lot of people focus on a to-do list, and which is great. It's fine. It's good to actually write down what you need to get done because it makes it more real. But I'm telling you, a power list or a priority list, like your top 2 or 3 things you need to get done, that's all you really need. Because at the end of the day, how many things do you really need to get done when you really think about it in any given day that are really going to move your career or your life or your relationships or your money or anything like that forward? It's only like 2 or 3 things. You really don't have 10, 15, 20 different things every single day you have to get done that are going to get you forward in life. As simple as that may sound, it's probably the hardest thing that anyone can do is just focus on 2 or 3 things in any given day, because it's so simple that it's like, how could that be something that actually moves me forward? But I'm telling you, it's true. It's worked for me. I see it working for other people who are successful. And I also hear about it on like the podcast by Andy Frisella, also by Tim Ferris, also by, what's the other guy's name? Grant Cardone. I know got some people who don't really like Grant Cardone. They think he's like a scammer, but I haven't found anything where he's a scam or anything like that. But these guys that I listen to, highly successful, and they all say the exact same thing. Focus on 1 to 2 things, maybe 3 things every single day. Get those things done, and you'll start to see real growth, really after like even a week or 2. So also highly recommend you read this book, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferris. Just go ahead and get that book, man. I'm telling you, this book really changed my whole perspective on how work should actually go. And Vince, yes, 10X, lit, crazy book. I'm actually listening to that right now throughout my apartment. As you can see, I got the little sound system right here. Just play that while I'm listening or while I'm making some food over here in the kitchen. But basically, man, I set that up and listen to that. Also listen to the 4-Hour Workweek. Have that on Audible as well. But I'm telling you, those two books are really game changers. Or the 4-Hour Workweek and the Monk Manual is a game changer. I'm not going to put the link in the description right now. So if you just want the book, just go to Amazon, put it in 4-Hour Workweek. Monk Manual, monkmanual.com. You can't find that on Amazon, so just look up Monk Manual. You can find that on Google. But if you want extreme focus, if you want to move the needle, if you want to get ahead, use those two things. The idea of I only have 2 or 3 things in any given day that I need to get done. Write those things down so you make it real, you bring it into reality. The number one thing is you have to take these ideas out of your head and put them onto paper to bring them to reality. And all of a sudden, you'll realize, wait, I can't forget something because I've already written it down. So that's all I've really got for you today. Hopefully that was valuable for anybody who is watching. If you have a goal of getting a certification, if you want to get a promotion, if you want to get whatever you want, I'm telling you, writing down what you need to get done and prioritizing every single day, that is the key. That is the key. I'm saying it now. You're going to hear it later. Everybody says it who achieves anything. Got to write it down, bring it into reality, and then it'll become a reality that you can actually hold or feel or experience. So hopefully that helps somebody. If you have any questions or if you have any comments on what helps you focus, on what helps you prioritize your day, definitely leave a comment in the comment section below. And hopefully we can start a conversation on that and learn even more. So hopefully that helps. Minute Admin, Kalen Moss, out.